Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Styles by Stella. This is my first stream, and basically, it's a practice stream, but I'm going to get to it. Today, the stream is about my personal story of how I am pregnant with the IUD in place, um, meaning that the IUD failed for me as a birth control method. I am the 1%. And this is the story of um, how my pregnancy is coming along, as I am still pregnant and I am 38 weeks tomorrow. Um, I'm 36 years old, and this will be baby number 5. So in January, the beginning of this year, I realized, I had been on what I thought was my period for too long, about 2 weeks and some change, and it was about time for me to go to the doctor. So I went on to the doctor, and I certainly did not think I was pregnant. Uh, I thought something was going on with my birth control. It had moved. You know, IUD has um, made me have longer periods or heavier periods in the past. So I was going to get it checked out, and of course I did the thing you do when you go to the doctor. You pee in a cup, you come in the room, and the first thing the lady said to me was, "Well, what would you say if I told you that you were pregnant?" And I said, "I would cry." And I proceeded to cry. Being that I was not prepared to have another child, I was on what I thought was one of the best birth controls. And it's the 10-year Paragard copper IUD, no hormones, and it's supposed to last 10 years. Used this birth control for several years, and to have children, I had to get it removed. So I was very finished. Me and my husband, we were very finished with having children. Um, but, you know, this one wiggled its way in. And, I was pregnant. And, they had to find out what was going on with this IUD. So they proceeded to send me to ultrasound. I went to ultrasound right away. And at the ultrasound, they can see, yes, indeed, there was a pregnancy, but they did not know if it was, viable yet. I was told that there was a chance that I was going to have a miscarriage in the beginning. In the beginning, one moment, as this is my first stream, I don't even know how to stop this. So, one moment. Okay, I'm back. And um, so where was I? I had to get the ultrasound. At the time, what they told me was they could see that the egg was there, but they did not see um, or they can see that it was a sac forming, but they cannot see the egg or something along that they cannot verify that they was living, but they can verify that I was pregnant, and they can verify that the IUD was still in place. And so, I had to go back to the doctor, some days, shortly later, a few days later into the week. And, they looked for this birth control to see if they could remove it. They were telling me, first, they were telling me if they remove this, that it could cancel the pregnancy. Then they were saying, well, we think we can remove it. So I let the doctor go in to try to remove, and that was painful, and it did not work. They could not remove it. He could not reach it. It was in there. And if I was to continue with the pregnancy, it would have to stay there. The only other way to remove it would to be a DNC, which would mean I was going to terminate the pregnancy. So um, I gave this child a chance, this baby a chance to go ahead and see if he was going to make it through this. They were constantly telling me I was going to have a miscarriage, or it was a chance that I would have preterm labor. And as you can see now, I'm still pregnant at 38 weeks, even though I feel like it's every day. Every day now, I feel like I'm going into the hospital to have them, but I've made it. Um, I'm full term as of tomorrow, and the baby has made it through. I have had lots of complications. I was feeling this IUD inside of me. I was feeling it poking me and down in wherever that area is, somewhere in that area down there. This thing was poking me. Um, it was weird, and stressful, being that I had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea if this pregnancy was going to be viable or not. But when I went into my next doctor's appointment, of course, they did blood work, and they saw that my levels had went up for you know the hormone levels that they check for your, just to make sure your pregnancy is progressing. Mines were progressing, my numbers were going up, so baby was viable at that point, or the pregnancy was still alive, and I was still pregnant. I So every from then it was day by day. Um, I guess me being 36 and pregnant is much different than the other pregnancies. Um, Prior, I had twins. Like I said, this is baby number 5. So my body was just all over the place. My hormones were all over the place. Um, I was more nauseous. I didn't know if this IUD was causing these problems or these issues that I was having with the poking and pains, feeling like this IUD was poking me. Um, this what, excuse me. Just wondering, hey, I was bleeding. What I when I went into the hospital, I was bleeding for weeks, and that continued. And I'm just like, okay, I'm scared. Hey, am I going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to lose this baby? Am I going to be walking around at work and lose this baby? You know, the doctor is very honest with telling me about the chances that this this may not happen. And I just kept on going and went through it and went through the sickness, and couldn't got out the first trimester and was so happy because it's like immediately the nausea went away, uh, dizziness, um, and by me feeling those, this being the 5th pregnancy, and all those signs and symptoms being seeming far worse than they were before. I didn't know what the IUD had to do with those things. But like I said, that IUD is still in there, according to what they say. It's still there. They only saw it one time on ultrasound, and I've had about 4, I believe now, 4, maybe 5. Um, so IUD was in place. I was still pregnant. You know, keep it going. Second trimester, kept it going. In the second trimester, well, I was miserable. I was miserable. I was feeling all kind of pains. And my doctor was telling me they had switched my doctor over to another doctor. And he was very blatant to tell me that I was older and I had had a lot of children, and that, I was telling him I was in a lot more pain. And I had to even begin to waddle and wobble, or very, very early on, what I felt was very early on in this pregnancy. And pain walking around at work was bad. And still, I'm walking around worried about this IUD. Now I'm not as much, I'm more worried about, am I going to miscarry, you know, and I'm not in the safety zone of this child being able to be born, healthy. And, or am I going to go into preterm labor, which is what they were telling me the consequences of having a pregnancy with the IUD in place were. So going through that, um, not knowing if this device is going to, you know, rupture something, or embed in my wall, or these are things I don't know. I will do a follow up video after I have this child. I am going for a VBAC, as my last pregnancy was a C section with the twins due to my baby A, my daughter. She was bottom down instead of head down. So I had to have a C section. I am not pro C section. All my C section mamas, more power to you. You strong, you got it. And that was just a long healing process for me, very long. And I was not, you know, I was not for that. I tried my best. I tried to make baby turn. I twisted. I hung. I rubbed the belly, moved the belly. She did not budge. Okay, so that's why I had to have a C-section. My first two were vaginal. Then I had twins via C-section, and that was 4 years ago. And now I'm going for a VBAC, or I'm trying for a VBAC, and that just means I'm trying to have a vaginal delivery um, after a C-section. I only had one, so as long as I didn't have more than one C-section and I didn't have any, weird reasons why I had to have that C-section, I am okay to go for a VBAC, or a vaginal delivery after a C-section. The doctor told me that the IUD should just come out, so I'm not getting my tubes tied. I know the world was everybody telling a lot of people told me to get my tubes tied, but I just it's not for me to do that. I'm not going in that direction. Um, it would be another method that I would have to use, and I was successful on that IUD. The IUD was successful for me for years. This, as I said, I had the IUD in for 4 years before it failed, and prior to that, my children are all spaced out, 6 years apart, 4 years apart. So they're not right up on each other. In between that time, my birth control method was the IUD copper. The choice I chose IUD copper because it is a non-hormonal um, birth control method. I don't do good well with birth control, as I have taken birth control before, and hormones make me gain a lot of weight. My first One of my first birth controls was Depo-Vera, which is a shot, and I gained 30 pounds right away. And I was younger then. I was maybe 18, and it was easy to kind of think, hey, I'll run track with my friend, go to her practice with her, exercise with her. That's what I did. Weight stay down, come off. But I actually never lost that weight. Um, that weight just stayed on me. It didn't look bad because I was small then, but um, yeah, I never lost that weight. So I did not go back to hormones. I chose a non-hormonal Paragard copper IUD. So um, like I said, second trimester, I started looking into why, I was not, you know, feeling, so well. And, the doctor was telling me I'm older, ligaments and stuff are stretched out, they overstretch me. Um, what he did not tell me, what I was finding on the internet, was that it's a name for this. SPD is one of the names, I believe, and it's you have problems with walking, lifting your feet off the ground. I was wobbling like I've been wobbling like I'm 9 months pregnant for a very long time since the end of second trimester. Like wobbling due to the pain in my hips, the pain in my lower abdominal area. That you expect the pain in the lower abdominal area, but mine is just, really, really, you know, painful. It's topping, it asked me on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like, I'm about a 12, 15 right now. Sometimes, so I'm in my most comfortable chair. And, I'm doing what I can to stay comfortable. Only thing the doctor could tell me to do was to take Tylenol. Um, and some other options I found online were to use heating pad and ice packs. I was able to do a little, exercises at first till it got to the point where I could not lift my legs, and that wasn't working. Um, Walk every once in a while to just move around and stretch, but I could not, I can't, make the pain go away. Only thing gonna make this pain go away is having this baby. So come on now, baby, I'm ready for you. And so I.U.D. Somebody else is streaming in this house too. Sorry. Close the door, baby. Close the door, baby. Oh, yeah, I had somebody in the house there doing their own stream. And they're a little loud. This is my daughter. I can't get her to leave. So this is live. She is one of my twins. This is Stella Faye. Um, thank you, Stella. Stella, can you please go back outside? Thank you. Close the door, please. Yes, I am live mama, okay? I am full time working mom. Love my babies. I am on my FMLA leave early due to the pain that I cannot walk at my job. My job is, I have to be able to move around at my job, and not with this pain, I can't. So I came out on an early FMLA leave, and I am home with the family, and I am loving it. But, as most pregnancies, you can't get comfortable. You got to deal with some pain. So it is no vacation. I am 38 weeks again, um, and I am having babies kicking. Um, as far as I know, baby is growing perfectly. My belly is very large, and he is a big baby. People ask me, "Are you having twins?" I'm like, "No, I did that already." I am just having one baby, only one baby coming out here, and he is due September 24th, no 22nd of this year, 2021, and I'm ready for him to come out right now today. And so I'm just like I said, I'm gonna post an update to let you know about this I.U.D. Everybody was fascinated with this I.U.D. They want to know, hey, how you is still in there? Because I was having pains, I was feeling poking and things like that, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna go on with this thing. I was, I'm still, I'm a little worried, but I'm just hoping it's gonna come on out. Like that little famous baby holder, little I.U.D. in their hand. I'm hoping that's my baby. And I like I said, I'll update that. But everybody was asking me, so it's still in there? Like you can't sue them? No, after about the fifth, can you sue them? I started to look into it because this was unplanned. This is going to change my life forever, and I don't know what kind of health ramifications it's going to have. So I did start looking into seeing if I could sue them, Paragard, and they have lawsuits out there, but they're for if it was broken and they had to come in and do a surgery to remove it, or things like if it embedded into your wall. But just getting pregnant, no, because it's 99% or 99.2% effective, which means that there's a 0.8% chance that you will get pregnant. And ding, 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 I'm lucky, less than 1%. Couldn't be the lottery though. Wish it was the lottery, but I'm blessed. I do realize that there's people that cannot have children, and I am blessed. I love all my children. Um, they are a blessing from Almighty God, the Most High, and I am, just so happy, and I just love each and every one of them. They are special and beautiful. So like I said, I have a doctor's appointment every Wednesday. I have an ultrasound tomorrow. Um, I am gonna ask, can you see that IUD? Last time I asked, can they see the IUD? They told me it may be in a shadow, that they couldn't see it. It was just too much going on in there now. They only ever saw it one time. So as far as I know, the IUD is in place. I'm hoping for no complications. I'm hoping it just comes on out. And the pains I'm having, with this SPD, and the nurses was telling me, well, what's going on is probably because your body releasing, chemicals or, hormones that help your body relax and get ready for labor. And they just did it way early. Just happened way more earlier with me. And they believe my pubic bone has separated already, which has caused me a lot of pain with walking, lifting my legs, being mobile, moving around. And so, you know, relief is coming with the birth of this child. And hopefully, I will not have to have a C section. Everything will go well with VBAC. Um, I just want to answer questions about that IUD that just friends and family were asking me. So, no one, you know, can't sue them, not if there's no complications with the IUD being broken, or, another complication other than pregnancy. Um, what else? Could they remove it? No. They did try to remove it, but they could not. They could not remove it. Only other way to get it removed would be to, you know, terminate, or DNC terminate. DNC, same thing. You want to know what a DNC? You might want to look it up. Basically, they go in, they clean, scrape your cervix, remove everything. Um, like I said, this is just my personal experience. I don't know what happened with other people. I had a hard time finding information online, or just somebody that was going through what I was going through, being that I am older from what they say for having kids at age 36. Um, you know, I've had multiple pregnancies, and this isn't a common thing. I am 0.8%, or, you know, less than 1% of the population that uses a Paragard IUD get pregnant. So, you know, this baby is one in a million. He's strong. He made it through. I was bleeding for like over a month. He made it through that. Um, the doctors constantly telling me still, not still now. Now they're telling me, you have any signs that you're ready to go in, that you feel like that baby's coming, come on in. That's what they're telling me now. But, for a long time, all they told me was, I believe you're going to have a miscarriage. because I was feeling poking pains and I was bleeding, and you know, I guess that's their experience. And then after I got past, the stage of I stopped bleeding, I was were more worried about preterm labor. So that being said, you know, would I recommend the Paragard IUD to anybody else? Surprisingly, yes, I would recommend it. I don't. If you have a problem with hormones, if you have a problem with hormones and you don't keep up with pills well, um, yes, I would recommend the IUD, copper IUD. I've never had Marina. I never had anything with the hormones in it. I've only ever had the copper. I had it throughout my 20s. Um, Worked perfect for me for that time. It's just this one time, baby wasn't going, so baby is on his way, and you know, it's it's perfect for somebody like like me who is not very good at taking the same a pill at the same time every day, or you know, gaining 30 pounds in a little over a month due to a birth control. Um, so this was a good method for me. It may be a method for me in the future. I have to give it some more thought. But that is, an option that's still on the table. Um, I thank you for watching. Anybody have any questions? Anything you want me to answer? Anything I didn't go over? Have some things here. Um, just send me a message. I'll send you a message back, or I'll put it in another video. This is just my very first live stream. Here to answer questions. Anybody pregnant with the IUD? Can you get pregnant on the IUD? Yes, you can. Is it normal? You got to be 1% or less than 1%, but it's possible. Doctors know about it. I didn't think it was possible. Um, what else? It was uncomfortable, very uncomfortable in the beginning. The poking pains did mostly go away. They kind of went away towards the middle to the end of the second trimester. Um, so where it's at, I don't know. Is it in there? Yes, it should be. Um, do I believe that it caused me to have more pain? Yes, I do. I believe it did. I believe that I was going through extra pain because of it, and I knew it was my decision. You know, why I proceeded with this pregnancy, you know and continue with the pregnancy to see where it was going to go and see what was going to happen. And voila, strong baby. Baby says, no, no doctors. I'm in here. I'm staying in here until it's time for me to come out. And so I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I'm looking at. I have a little piece of paper right here. Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. So not right now. IUD. Can you get pregnant? Yes, you can. Is it likely? No, it's not. Did I get pregnant with IUD? Yes, I did. What's the some of the complications? Complications could be ectopic pregnancy, which that's why I had that first ultrasound right away. I had to not have a baby in my fallopian tube. He was right where he was supposed to be. Um, so that was the first, if I, the first, one of the very first things that they did was check that out. Then they monitored to make sure that my, say, HCG levels, whatever levels that they checked to make sure that you're pregnant, make sure those were increasing. That's the second thing they did. Miscarriage and preterm labor. Those were the top two, you know, things that could have happened for me continuing the pregnancy, which neither have happened. And I didn't see this anywhere, look it up, but I felt like I had more pain because of it. So if this happens to you, if you feel a poking sensation, something down there, could it go away? It did for me. The poking feeling kind of went away for me. Every once in a while, I'll feel something. But like I said, baby could have just punched me. I don't know. You know, I don't know what is going on in the inside. But in the beginning, I did feel it. And I feel like it just moved up and out of the way. I did see something on YouTube that says that your body kind of pushes it, can just kind of push it out the way. So I feel like that's what happened to me. Um, I had more nausea than ever in the beginning. Sometimes a little dizziness. I was scared I was going to be gestational diabetic again. I was for 3 pregnancies. I didn't mention that. Um, if you guys have any question about gestational diabetes, please send me a message, leave in a comment if you want me to talk about it. I can talk about it. I did have 3 pregnancies, and was gestational diabetic, and I did control it with diet. So, got questions about that? Let me know. Um, being 36 and pregnant. If you have a question about being 36 and pregnant, I'll let you know more about all these pains I'm having walking around. Not feeling too great, but I'm upbeat. I know this baby's healthy. I know this baby's kicking me, and I know he coming. I um Anybody out there, don't stress. If you're pregnant with the IUD, don't stress. I try my best not to stress. I know it's hard. You don't know what's happening. You know what's going on with your body. You didn't prepare for this. This wasn't in your plan, but it was in God's plan. So, you just you keep on. You keep on going. Um, you are not alone. Yes, this happened to me. I will let you know in the future in another video. If the just came out, if I had any more complications, I'll just let you know about this pregnancy in general, what size the baby was, how much the baby weighed. Like I said, I was there. I was asking, hey, is he developing? Doctor always said, hey, he's good. He's the right size. They didn't never say they saw anything out of the ordinary. So you know, on to the next phase, the next step, and that's baby coming on out of here. I will ask tomorrow at my ultrasound, like I said, can you see that IUD in there? You know, find out. I'll get to find out what size baby is, or what they believe the size the baby is at this point. So I know he was in a 76th percentile before, and that was normal from what the doctor said. Everybody, you guys have a great day. Um, Thank you for joining me. I'm Styles by Stella, and I am hoping that this message reaches somebody so they can see, yes, you can get through a pregnancy with that IUD still in there. No, you are not alone. This does happen to other people, even though you are the 1%. And and just God bless you in your process. And you guys all have a great day. And we are out of here. Say goodbye, Stella. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.